From Russia's invasion of Ukraine to the economy here in the U.S., President Biden's State of the Union covered it all. But it's the actions of one Colorado lawmaker that's stealing some of the spotlight online today. And that is one thing Congresswoman Boebert really knows how to do.
Denver 7's Megan Lopez tonight looking deeper at just what happened and also asking what standards our lawmakers should be held to.
There's a lot of pressure for a State of the Union address. Pressure on the president to lay out his agenda, to unify, to reflect, but also a more subtle pressure on Congress.
This is an event that people are supposed to put their best foot forward.
Because the nation and the world is watching, which is why it was so surprising to so many.
I know. One of those soldiers was my son, Major Bo Biden.
When Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert started shouting during President Biden's address, blaming him for the soldiers who died in Afghanistan during the withdrawal, a moment
becomes increasingly clear is the level of her depravity, which is deep.
That drew stark consternation from other members of Congress.
And during a moment where the president was trying to honor our fallen, she took it upon herself to sow politics and try to interrupt the president's speech.
But Boebert's outburst is not the first time something like this has happened during a State of the Union address.
If steps are not taken to avert that outcome.
In 2005, President George Bush was booed while speaking. 4 years later, during President Obama's address,
would not apply to those who are here illegally.
Perhaps the most memorable outburst was from Congressman Joe Wilson, though, who yelled, "You lie."
And Wilson did apologize after the fact, saying that his emotions got the best of him, and he did reach out to the president and apologize.
The next year at President Obama's next address to Congress, a more subtle but equally memorable moment, this time from a Supreme Court justice.
Including foreign corporations.
There was also the Alito not true kind of dust up, but that was kind of a more kind of coincidental.
2020, another interesting State of the Union when President Trump intentionally or unintentionally ignored Nancy Pelosi's handshake, and then later on, this.
That was after the speech had concluded, so it wasn't, in the midst of the president's speech.
Last year, Congresswoman Boebert grabbed attention with a loud space blanket during the president's address. This year, along with the outburst,
And as you might guess, I think we can do both.
she wore a drill baby drill shawl and shouted, "Build the wall."
I think it speaks to kind of the breakdown of civil discourse in politics.
I think there is, at least there should be, kind of a higher standard for civility and respect there, just given the notoriety of those events, given that the large section of the American public is watching.
For better or worse, these moments are becoming a chance for some to try and turn the attention to someone or something else. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.